Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the final game of tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. But it's a special one because we are on Tago. We've had two Miramar games, two Erangles, and this is the second of our Tagos this evening as we round out tonight with our third competitive map. Very interesting times indeed, and looking forward to seeing what the teams are going to do on this northern skewed plane path. This is going to be 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So I get the impression we're not going to see multi-teams in Hosan again. Now, we did have Palace and Hosan as hot drop locations before. Are we going to see Yongchon? No. Just Foot Esports by the looks of things. Oh, how very chilled, how very relaxed, how very well-behaved of everyone. However, Palace looks like it could be a little bit of a Charlie Foxtrot. Auglis 4. They're going in again. Luminox. I mean, they won this fight last game. Completely fair enough. Completely and utterly fair enough. They're going for it again. We've got 3 squads moving towards fishing camp. Sarvam's going to be moving further south. Surely. Surely. Woo cross Snape. Scape even. Wishful thinking. Dogs has had nowhere to go against Max there, unfortunately. Completely caught out of position. Luminox and Auglis 4 now down 1 each. Auglis and Exalt by the looks of things. Yep, that's going to be in fishing camp. Dogs is finished. Still technically a 3v3 there. 33 has been taken out. Oof, Exalt eliminated so quickly. Auglis, all 3, well, 3 left alive is quite impressive. Max and Astropeliki now fighting to keep Luminox's opportunities alive going into the mid game. Might not happen this game though. Astropeliki might be speaking too soon with the revive, but the Auglis 4 having a much better run of things this time around. They've lost Dogs's, but 3 of them are still up. And they very much have a bit of an advantage. This nade could be excellent. I love this blue zone nade as well. Oh, that's such a good bounce too. If Pydaros hadn't healed and got caught up in that would have been so sick. Really nice follow-up grenade. Such good use of the blue zone grenade with the normal grenades to follow up. That was so good from the Auglis 4. Blue zone grenade to get them out the back of the building, and she created letting them know what they think. Dogs's is down, but they've got 4 kills and 3 players left alive. The battle for Palace significantly faster this game than it was last, and another northern circle. Army Base and BBL Esports will be reasonably happy with this one. Very chilled out. They're going to be pleased. Oh, what is even going on here? Of course. Ding and Pacific in Harpo. Having a bit of an argument. Is anyone else having an argument anywhere else? Any more for any more? Okay, we'll stick with this for now. Ooh. That's a delightful pew-pew. I'm a big fan of the Vector, by the way. The Vector with an extended quick draw. Absolutely lovely. Celtic not even with an extended mag on that Vector. Absolutely ripping his opponent to shreds. Unfortunately, he's also the last player left alive for his team. And as a result, I think things might be a little bit difficult. Sale, Gedrox, and Aimlol will all be breathing down his neck now. It is a 3v1. A little bit premature on the second smoke, I have to say. Aimlaw holding an angle to tell his team exactly when. Oh, Celtic is going to be moving in and out of that room. He can't catch a break. Needs to go for the second peak to prevent Gedrox moving out across the road. Doesn't successfully do it. And Ding, ladies and gentlemen, will be up 4 kills, also with 3 alive. Let's go. Early rotation, football. I say early. First team to potentially send it into center is full tilt right now. Using the hilly terrain, potentially to... I beg your pardon. Second team after Primal. I do beg your pardon. They're taking almost exactly the same rotation route. This compound south of Army Base is almost certainly going to get taken by Primal. Whether or not Full Tilt choose to follow them there, or whether they stay short, that's going to be interesting. We are less sure about this. And now Iconics. Very happy to just chill out. He spots Marbo as a result. And you know what? Him spotting Marbo might be why Duff doesn't get a free kill. That was such good bit of scouting. Really nice stuff from Full Tilt. And I think that prevented Thunder from getting a little bit of a free scout there. Fergface86, thank you so much for the Prime sub. And of course, that means you don't just get one entry into the G-Coin giveaway raffle, you get 6. So best of luck. We will be DMing the winners directly on Twitch tomorrow, or we'll be drawing the winners tonight, probably DMing them tomorrow. Hopefully, you are one of the prize winners. You have 6 entries instead of just the one. Duff, though, moving further out. Annoyed that he missed his opportunity for a free point. Let's go ahead and grab a not-so-free one. No big deal. I've got an AUG. Oh, Iconics. Oh, Iconics. Wrong side of the tree, but did Duff overstretch a bit to go for the finish? He needs to hit the deck. He really needs to hit the deck. I think he realizes that it might have been a little bit too much now. But he gets away with the point. Whew, that was close. Very, very close. Everyone else seems to be okay in terms of getting into circle. Arguments after we get into circle, though, are another issue entirely. Drone spots AUG. Actually gets a really nice hit off with the AUG. Multiple shots hitting, but at that sort of range, you need a little bit more than that to push in. Yepa and Odun just taking this, the concrete warehouse compound to the south of these lovely rocky hills. Can't really call them mountains, let's be honest. They're just hills, but Thunder on top of them. That's going to make things particularly interesting. Global Army now, in the meantime. Moving in. They're moving. No one, by the way, is like bridge camping or anything like that. If you guys noticed, everyone is sending it straight into center. No one's trying to do anything clever around the edges. No one's going for, oh, let's see what happens if I hold out the road to go dock, or if I camp on the bridge or on the north side, or maybe to the east of Yongchon, anything like that. There is none of that going on. Everyone's trying to figure out what the objective best positions are to be in this position. And Sarvam Esports now extremely close to Duff. I meant to be spectating Duff. There we go. Once again. Duff's all over these hills and just trying to extend himself as much as possible in case there's an opportunity for him to get some extra points. He's been very good with his movement this game. Slight overextension when he got the flush earlier, but still ridiculously good with his movement. This proves it. Oh dear. Schiller down. CC spotted. Gets traded out. Duff still alive. Trying to make his way to safety. CC and Schiller both down for Sarvam. This is a difficult situation for sure. If I'm Bibbin, I'm trying to go for an insta-res here. Would have gone for the insta-res, unfortunately. We know... Oh, okay. Before healing, he goes for the res now, so he's correcting that. Makes sense. Difficult for Sarvam to res both of them. Oh my god! Now, if Bibbin had gone straight for the res and hadn't taken some damage, that would have been okay. This has bought Sarvam time. Although I'm not sure what time they've got, because Schiller's down and now Global Army's bleeding out as well. The third party has meant Sarvam are eliminated. If Duff instantly got rezzed, I think that would have been a very different story. Free Kill is desperate to try and get his teammates back up. He's only going to be able to get Bibbin. Thunder is now down to 2. Very quick, very messy engagement on these rocks. And I get the feeling it's not going to be the last engagement we see as well. The Augless 4 have decided they want to come in and do a little bit of fighting in the area too. And they're going to be going up against Augless. So we have the battle of the Augless teams, except quite a lot of these teams are Augless. We have the battle of the Augless named teams. I just don't know where Augless 2 and Augless 3 are, but we'll get round to them. Kepler's moving out very, very close as she created. Now, the pony has got a reasonable amount of damage from bullets. Oh, if you stop there, though, that's going to be such a golden opportunity. Not stopped, but she created's decided they can just safely move further north. Augless haven't stopped, though. They're going straight for that compound. Next zone, very much centralizing on army base, and we know that phase 4 is going to be moving up as well, which puts Augless in such a good position. Primal takes out a member of full tilt on rotation. We have, oh dear, bringing flippers skydiving. This is going to be interesting. Entropic with the emergency pickup rotate, or as I like to call it, the dragon drop. The balloon, the dragon drop, the emergency pickup, whatever you want to call it. You need to get out of the air because parachutes are so dangerous in this game. One member of Entropic down. You know what? Only one member down's pretty good. Decent result from this sort of position. Gets into the building. There we go. Not quite quick enough. Nuavi will be able to get Inspector. Now, does anyone push off the back of that? Yes, of course they do. Emergency pickup, such a dangerous way to rotate. Augless eliminated by a combination of Augless 4 and Digital Athletics. Wrong room, unfortunately. Although the double blue zone nades should zone out Lucarooks rather well. Dealing a fair bit of damage. And forcing them out. Love to see it. Nail up down. Jogezi and Nuavi doing so well to hold that crossfire. Two frags coming immediately back into position. Primal are playing this excellently. With third parties, though, that can always change in an instant. Gusiara comes at Jogezi. Finally gets a nade that hits, and it hits big as well. Lucarooks and Nail up. Both smacked. Nuavi down to win or die, though, has made this completely open once again. Primal down to 2. Entropic down to 1. Entropic down to 0. Primal surviving as a duo there. On the southern tip of army base. Win or die might be thinking about getting a word in edgeways. Augless 4, after winning the Battle of the Auglesses, will get as much loot as they can shake a stick at in response. In fact, they looted so quickly I don't even get to see what's inside. Let's check out the main crate. We've got a FAMAS! Competitive PUBG FAMAS. Let's go. She created. Is she created taking that? No. We're sticking with the M4s and the AUG so far. Oh, I thought we were going to see some FAMAS action there. Never mind. Nope. Everyone's stuck with the AUG. Oh, that's a pity. I want FAMAS. We'll get there eventually. Next circle still has a reasonable amount of water, but that's because we're waiting for phase 3 to finish first. Once we do that, phase 4 will basically do this, guys. We'll be moving away from water. It's relatively easy to predict. But we do have to wait until phase 4, of course, to get to that easy to predict stage. Meanwhile, nobody else coming to collect the drops. As soon as you have one squad even vaguely close to it, it tends to not be worth it. Although with this many crates on the ground, there's plenty of loot to go around. Just saying. Maybe things will be slightly different later on. Oh, God. We'll escape. Another team to use the emergency airdrop. Nixie just about survives, but did get shot at. Oh. That's got nothing to do with the parachute. Got shot at again. That's Digital Athletics from afar. Nicely done there. Suspiciously quiet for 15 minutes into the game when things have been so unbelievably noisy in the first 15 minutes in so many of our other games tonight. Yep, are in an interesting position here. They're coming down off the hills, but the moment they fire bullets towards Foot Esports, they're wondering if someone else is going to be east, which is why they were slightly hesitant to open fire to begin with. Turns out it's not east, it's west that they had to worry about. The Orgless 4 now making their way in. Losing one so far, and that's to Yeppa, getting the trade onto She Created with a well-placed headshot. Tarkus and Masinic now need to carry. They have this dip to work with, but I don't know how long they're going to have it for. Oh, well, that answers the question. Foot Esports on the other side will ensure that the Yeppa sandwich is complete. Not sure I would have fired those shots. I think they need a route into circle. I don't think you were getting the knock there. Tarkus has now attracted a little bit of unwanted attention. Although, to be honest, when you have this many crates still just hanging around, why not? Why the hell not? We go further afield and we will get Erling Haaland and Digital Athletics. So Orgless 4 might be walking into DA here, which is a little bit dangerous. I think it's okay as long as Tarkus doesn't shoot too early. Oh, hold the phone. Exhalation's about to throw a huge cat amongst the pigeons. They're driving between Digital Athletics and Orgless. Oh, okay. No, they're not. They're peeling off just a bit. That looked weird and that looked dangerous. Foot Esports are also coming in from the south side towards west. They don't actually have to. Foot Esports can stay here and just hold this position and be perfectly happy. But they want to be a little bit more aggressive with the high ground. They want to sort of take this broken wall position. They want to take the tops of these hills and just pick people off. The problem comes, of course, when you have a couple of well-placed headshots. Which is why Sword Off Savant has just learned that that might not always be the right play. Orgless 4 continuing to push in. Now, the further in they get, the closer to DA they get. The further out they stay, the closer to T-Bone they have to deal with. I don't know. Foot Esports one side, Digital Athletics the other. I'm fine with both. I just don't want them doing something in the middle where they end up engaging both teams, because then that's how they get wiped super quick. Underarm nade. Oh, can you imagine if that was cooked slightly less? Tarkus had such a good idea there. I want to give him credit for that. Ooh, hitting his teammate's pan. Not on 999 BHP's bingo card there, I have to admit. BBL Esports will know that a lot of commotion is going on here, and Foot Esports have decided that now is the time to third-partying the heck out of everything. 999 goes down himself. Nade over the edge. Won't find the finish. Digital Athletics now getting a very, very quick revive. We've got BBL moving in. So Foot Esports one side, BBL the other. Digital Athletics are in a horrible position. Exhalation also coming in back behind. Smash gets 999. More grenades coming off towards Huth. That's a blue zone grenade. Won't quite reach 999, I think. Oh, it does. It does, actually. So that finishes that off. And suddenly, it's Exhalation who's coming in with the fragging ability behind. They were the last full team to enter this fight. Foot Esports, I think, only have one left up at the moment. Retired Bolter will be getting 8C up, but otherwise they are severely weak, and Exhalation coming in last. When you come in last as a third party, it usually, not always, but it usually bodes well. It's Exhalation taking this in the right order, but they have to find 8C. They have to find Retired Bolter. They have to find Erling Haaland by the looks of things. Salik down. Hober will be able to get the trade. Digital Athletics eliminated as a result. They've still got 2 members of Foot Esports behind them. They haven't finished that job, and that makes me nervous. Foot Esports aren't pushing into them either, so it means they can sneak back later. It looks like they're going to try and wrap East as a duo, which is actually quite good, as we can see as observers. Meanwhile, into the south side even of Army Base, Full Tilt are going to be joining Primal. Is that Primal? It is Primal. Lots of action was happening here earlier on. Exhalation have Foot Esports to deal with on one side, and Woo Escape to deal with on the other. Oh dear. Nixie maybe should have gotten the knock onto Hober there, but they will take it. Exhalation gets one. Retired Bolter also taking on BBL, which actually gives Exhalation a little bit of a shall we say, breath of fresh air as well. Clip spotted by Retired Bolter. The silencer on that would have bought him maybe half a second of his opponent not knowing where he is. Unfortunately, Clip now responding. His aim is true. Down to about 60% hit points on that vest. And Win or Die are quietly setting themselves up to win this game. Look at this. Phase 5, guys. They've got over 50% of the circle to themselves. They are quietly setting themselves up. The circle donuts. Hiruzen sees Retired Bolter. There's not much they can do about it. Full Tilt eliminated. That's another team that was north towards Army Base. "30 seconds left to go until the circle starts collapsing. Retired Bolter starting to run out of options. Hiruzen changing up his position so that it's difficult to know where he is. Wow, what a great headshot there. 61 damage from range. No messing about. Final 4 teams now. Win or Die. Have got all 14 members left alive. BBL, though, played an excellent game. They've got 3. Primal is a duo, and Foot Esports down to just the 1. Only Win or Die can see Foot Esports at the moment. This uphill terrain means that Retired Bolter could choose to go into BBL, to be fair. But that would be into a 1v3. Shots through the smoke. Good enough to eliminate Foot Esports. We're now in a 3-way fight for the final chicken dinner in tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. Elias thinking about moving out of Army Base, but once you get past this broken wall, you have to hope. Hope's a strong word in PUBG. That no one's looking over those rocks, because you don't really have that much cover as you're running from tree to tree. And unfortunately, TDM Comp Gamer, love it, will not allow that to happen. So I think Primal doesn't have rotating south as a realistic option for themselves. They have to go north if they want to get out of Army Base. Can they actually go straight out if the circle donuts? Let's take a look. They can get to this corner in the broken wall fine, but again, there's really not much cover here. Unless they find a way to beeline it straight for this house, which is difficult to do with Win or Die here as well. So all quiet here. Almost at the 25-minute mark now. We've only got 3 teams left in this final game on Tego. BBL playing this very slowly indeed. There is no reason for them to attempt to rush everyone and play it super quick. I can understand that. BBL have heard the other 2 teams. shooting at each other. Nothing in the kill feed, though. But still, the fact that they can see each other is a positive message for BBL. Third-partying this fight is what gives them the greatest hope of victory here. Unfortunately, Rodent's attracted just a little bit more attention than he would have otherwise liked. And is reminded this properly is a 3-5. Oh my god, win or die. Everyone has to move into win or die. This, I think, is now their game to lose. They can set themselves up in reasonable positions to catch Primal and BBL as they move east towards Phase 7. They should be able to get 1, maybe 2 knocks as a result. Not for free, but relatively easily compared to their opponents. And if they do that 1 per team, it'll be a 4v2v1. Which, again, it's still possible for the team of 4 to lose, but with circle advantage like this, I think it's unlikely. BBL realize this. They want to make a play. They run over their own team en route. They need something. They get 2 knocks. That is a big, big something. Rodent and Clib, the only 2 members alive, but they've made a big play against Win or Die. Win or Die have rotated into Primal. So instead of hang around and defend... Oh, P90. So delicious. They've rotated into the 3rd team. This is absolute madness. They're rotating into each other. And that makes this game completely open for interpretation in terms of who's going to win that. All 3 teams are now down to a duo. This is mad. P90 ready. Oh, that's a good nade. That's a very good nade. Instant smoke off in the entrance. Banking perhaps that not that much lethal utility remains. Some more is going to pop in, but now that he's got the crate, can he see above the smoke? He can't quite see above the smoke on the crate. That would have been the hope. Goose Yara gets 1. He gets both. Gets traded down to about 5 HP, but he successfully gets both. And that means Win or Die are still with a duo. BBL versus Win or Die for the chicken dinner here. Primal eliminated in 3rd place. Everyone crashing into everybody else. What BBL have is a Clib. And I say that because I do not think Win or Die know that Clib is there. I feel like this is their win condition. If Clib can get a knock without Win or Die realizing he's there, that's the win condition. So they still think BBL are much further away. Imagine if Leosh with the P90 gets absolutely destroyed by Clib. Smoke's coming out. And they don't move beyond the edge of the wall. They're playing this so careful. Clib still not making a sound. They are in the next zone, by the way. They're not forced to move from this compound, so that might be the reason why. And moving outside of the broken wall is only useful if the smokes are seen. And they know that, I don't know, let's say they've done some damage and they can buy themselves 5 or 6 seconds because they know their opponent's healing or something like that. Otherwise, there's no real reason to exit the broken wall. So that's a problem with Clib's position. Oh, Goose Yara had an inkling, took a look, and Clib, massive patience. Leosh gets his teammate. It's a 1v2. Clib got away with that scot-free. It's a P90 versus 2 players right now. An excellent frag grenade to start us off puts Leosh on 52 HP. Clib's peeking around the corner, but a beautiful headshot means that he's on 14 HP, but it's a 1v1. Will he have enough time to get the heal off? Underarm frag grenade and the AUG to finish things off means that BBL, ladies and gentlemen, with 11 kills, will take the final chicken dinner of the evening. Super intense way to end that game. Unbelievable stuff. Congratulations. Wow. Really, really patient gameplay from Clib at the end there. And a well-deserved victory for BBL.